Hi guys, Ape here of the Pocketbot Collective, and today we'll have a look at NB Factory's Overlord, which is a slightly upscaled knockoff of the Iron Factory mold of this figure. Here is the tank and the jet mode, because of course Overlord splits into two vehicles, one robot, two vehicles, kind of like the Duocons, but I don't think he's considered a Duocon. But there you go. Just for a quick vehicle size comparison, here they are with Iron Factory's Run Amok in vehicle form. And you can see the tank is about the same size. And there's the jet. So that's for vehicle size comparison. Let's have a quick look at these vehicles, shall we? Here is the little tank, very nicely sculpted. Pretty clean as well. The turret can move up and down, but it can't rotate. Nor can it roll. It just sits. There we go. And here is the jet. Also pretty well done, except for these leg connectors at the back. They just kind of sit there. But yeah. And his head is hanging out at the bottom there. You can turn it around, but I'm afraid I'll damage the paint on the head. Has a little landing gear there. So there you go. Yeah, from the bottom, it's this part particularly, it's quite visible what this is. But there you go. Alright, so what does this guy come with? Quite a bit. First, have a quick look at the box. Great artwork. Unfortunately, there's a sticker stuck over mine. And besides that, it just got the product shots, on the sides there. And on the back, some more stolen artwork and the different modes. Yes, there's a base mode, which I don't care much for because, yeah, this it's a tiny base, so what is it even going to interact with? But we'll see if we can show it off at the end of the video. There you go. And NB Factory named this thing Overlordnb. As far as I know, NB Factory is just some sort of subdivision of McFan's Toys. But it doesn't really state anywhere on the box. And I think this is also the only figure they ever brought out under that moniker. So, who knows? But, there we go. As far as accessories, we've got two shin guards / ramps. We've got a loose ramp, two swords, and an extra little head. There we go. With a smirk on it. Pretty cool, but I like the other head better. It came standard with this one attached, but I swapped it out for the, I guess, the more IDW version. But yeah, there we go. Swords are also nicely done. And the ramps / shin guards we'll get into in a minute. Shall we get this guy transformed? there we go. That's both halves of Overlord transformed. All we need to do now is attach his legs. Give him his weapon. And this, you can leave it on the back if you want to, because it has a hinge. So it can just sit on his back. But it also has a peg there. So what you can do is just take this wing section off for now. And give him that on his arm. Now, as far as the swords go, they don't store anywhere on his hips, like the six shots, for instance, does. But obviously he can just hold it fine if you so desire. I don't care too much for the swords, to be honest, so I'll leave it off for now. Just to have a quick look at that other head. I'll bring in this one for comparison. This one also has the red eyes, although it's a bit hard to see because the light's not hitting it. They're a little bit further into his faceplate, but they are red. But there you go. This is a very cool little Overlord. And I say little because he is not that big at all. Before we go over articulation, let me do some size comparisons. Obviously with our boy Runabout from Iron Factory. And also with Core Class Prime. There's that for scale. Now, I don't know if you saw my other Overlord review, but I'll also bring in the big guy. There we go. That is Takara's version. Just for scale reference. As far as articulation goes, he has a ball joint in his shoulder, which means he's got the full range and he's got some in and out. Mushroom peg inside the bicep, just over 90-degree elbow, nothing at the wrists, nothing at the waist either, no swivel, no ab crunch. Head is on a ball joint, so that can go the full 360, as well as look down, up, and a little bit side to side. Legs, also ball jointed. Oh no, sorry, hinged. So you can get almost a full split. All the way forward, but not all the way back. Has a 90-degree knee joint, and due to the transformation attachment, of course, the whole leg can spin around. And he has a decent ankle rocker, toe tilt, down, nothing up, because the shin guards get in the way. But there you go. That is NB Factory's Overlord. Now bear in mind, he's a slightly upscaled version of the Iron Factory one. So the Iron Factory one, I think, is about this high, which really isn't that tall if you compare him to a standard Iron Factory figure, Legend class figure. So yeah, for a good while, this guy was the Overlord in my collection, but recently I've upgraded to the large version because he goes better with my God Jinrai. But that's all in the other review. That's pretty much all I have to say about this figure. He's a cool figure, easy to transform. Mine, the tank, maybe you saw in the transformation sequence, it's quite stuck together, both halves, because there's quite a lot of pegs there. So be careful if you pull him apart to not break any of the pegs. But so far I've done it a couple of times and he's still fine. So yeah, he's a recommend for me if you're looking for this size of a figure. We're gonna go into base mode. If you're not interested, then thank you for watching. And if you do want to see it quickly, then stick around. Yeah, so apparently this is the base mode. Yeah. What can I say? These parts are loose. These just rest on there. And this is also just resting on there. So yeah. It's something you can do, but I don't think a lot of effort went into this, so don't bother. The figure itself and the two vehicle modes, they're fine. The figure is definitely a recommend. Vehicle modes, fine. Base modes, skip it. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Hey, bout!